24-20 winners. The New England Patriots are going to the Super Bowl.
Whoa, really?
All right.
Patriots back in the Super Bowl.
The battle of which fan base do you hate less? So they're going on to face the Philadelphia Eagles, as we know, 24-20 winners on Sunday over the Jacksonville Jaguars. There was one play, Mr. Jackson, that shook the entire complexion of the game.
One play.
In the fourth quarter, there was about 13 and change left, and it was a 20-10 game. Here was that play. Take a look, and we'll discuss.
A whole brigade, but Miles Jack falls on it, comes up with the football in his hands. Oh, I think he got it, Jim. I think he actually got it.
All right, now you're probably saying, what the hell happened? Why
is that such a big deal, Rich?
Why is it a big deal? Well, here's the thing. 2010 game, Miles Jack makes a tremendous play on Deion Lewis. For whatever reason, Shaq Mason, number 69, did not make a block for whatever reason. He was like, he's too far. Deion Lewis is going to get past him. No matter what, you make the block. Left Miles Jack a clear avenue to go to Deion Lewis, strips Deion Lewis, recovers the ball, gonna run it back for a touchdown. And the refs are like, no, hang on. We got to help out Tom Brady. So they stop play. Miles Jack throws the ball down in anger. Don't blame him. And then, of course, what happens? Blake Bortles and company do not do enough. Yes, they had their opportunity, but also the Jacksonville Jaguars should have scored and potentially iced this game, Mr. Jackson.
I hear you. So when that happened, I even thought the fact that when Miles Jack threw the ball down, I was thinking that they had called it that he didn't even get the strip.
Well, they called
fumble.
Deion Lewis down.
Right, yeah. So I thought his frustration was with, hey, I stripped the ball, but you guys called him down by contact. This is ridiculous. So then when they reviewed it, and then actually they said the ruling on the field was that he had stripped him, I was like, oh, well, what happened? That was the ruling on the field? That wasn't the amended call?
Right.
So I was completely confused until they actually went under the hood, or whatever they do.
Do you want to know what goes on under the hood, by the way?
What goes on under the hood?
I have insider information.
Let me know, man. I like this.
The refs are communicating with the league office while they're under the hood. It is not the referee's call, even though the NFL wants to present it as their call. It is the league office's call. So, for example, one game that had a huge call in years past, I'm not gonna say which one, but it's just a call with what we thought was a catch and it was not a catch. There's been so many, I'm trying to leave it a little cryptic, okay? So I don't leave a path here. But the referee later on told someone that I know that he was like, they told me that this is the call I had to make, and thus I made the call. It wasn't my call. We all knew what we thought it was, but they overruled me. And that's what goes on under the hood. Dun, 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 dun,
So
dun,
you
dun,
have
breaking
inside
news.
information for like someone was told this by a referee.
Yes, sorry, I'm grabbing this.
Yeah, no worries.
Yes.
Because I mean that's the thing. Because there's I forget which sport between.
By the way, real quick, the first rule, the rule is if he's down by contact, or they blow the whistle dead, you cannot continue to run, and they're not going to say, oh, well, we called it wrong and he was gone. It's like, no. This is the call we made, even though it's wrong, which obviously saved the Patriots from being in a 17-point hole if Josh Lambo kicks the extra point, which we assume, I would assume that he would probably make it in that situation at Gillette
Why would you
Stadium.
assume something like that? It's just Josh Lambo.
I just like his last name because it rhymes with Rambo.
I like it because it's also Lamborghini.
Ooh.
Back in the 80s, they called Lamborghinis Lambos.
They still do.
No, I was just saying it.
Back in my day. All right, did they screw Jacksonville?
Not, well, I mean, again, with your under the hood expose.
But no matter what, like that was just inside baseball.
Right,
no matter what, the rule is.
Because the rule on the field was that he was down by contact. So it couldn't have been something that they looked under the hood to find
make
out
sure
whether or not the
that
fumble
Jacksonville
was a fumble.
recovered.
Right, yeah. That it was even a fumble before he even popped up with it. So in this instance, I don't think it was a.
You are the Patriots conspiracy theorist. This is like the window of opportunity for you to go in and shit on every Patriots fan that is watching this clip with your track record, and you're like, I'm gonna be.
Because there's two other instances where the refs actually didn't do the Jacksonville very many favors and actually made calls in favor of the Patriots. This one, it was one of those human error mistakes, And for whatever reason,
huge mistake, man.
Yeah, huge mistake. So it did screw them, but I don't think it was like an internal mental thing like, oh, well, let's go ahead. This isn't supposed to be happening to New England. Let's make this happen a certain way. It was just
May
a
I
mistake,
ask you a question?
a big one.
May I ask you a question? Has Father Time humbled you?
Not at all.
Because this is like the complete opposite of what I saw a few
I'm feeling
years
a little
ago.
under the weather today. Maybe that's it.
Glad I'm next to you. Leave your thought in the comments section below and subscribe to TYT Sports.